Okay, I'm looking for some viewer feedback on what would you do. Look at Howie. He says, I don't want to be part of this. He walks out. So on the table there you see my rotary table, and there's the trunnion that I built, and we'll stay right here with the trunnion. It didn't work, and in my last video, grinder attachments, I let some hints there, and I think people figured it out. But I think I'm going to show you the drawing here. I forgot to turn the mic on in the camera. So here's the drawing that I created, and you can see my trunnion basically is the same as my drawing. But what I ended up doing was using the top hole to create my radius where it should have been the lower hole. So of course this doesn't work, it hits. And I'm basically discussing that there and how it doesn't work. And this video is about getting feedback from you on how we might build this a second time. Of course I want to build two of them. That's why I used a center hole like I did and used a larger plate, a 3" by 3" square plate. So let's see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to show you the second drawing that I've just created. There it is. Here comes the second drawing. This is the new drawing, and now the radius is off of the second hole, the lower hole, and I have dimensions to create that. So part of the question here is building it a second time. Do I use my rotary table with the pallet like I did last time, which works, or do I use the chuck that's in the back? As you see, I've removed the pallet already. I needed to clean underneath it. I had used some water-based coolant, and I wanted to make sure I didn't have rust underneath it. I think I'm going to show you the underside of the plate there, and you'll see some rust. I cut the 3" square out of this 3/16 piece of plate last time, and let's stop here for a second. So just to catch you up, created the radius around, or the circumference, decided to leave it attached and get the rest of the parts done. So here's my attachment hole for the trunnion, and this is the start and stop of the angle on the trunnion. Okay, I showed that little clip just as a reminder what I did last time, and yes, I can go ahead and set it up on the pallet. I don't have a piece, so I would have to use this piece of 3/16 plate, which would work fine. I could do that. I can still secure it, get the center hole in it, not a problem. But the other thought is I have a 3" diameter slug that is shown there in the chuck. Well, that chuck and mounting plate came on this rotary table, and I've been debating, well, there's the rust I was going to show you on the back side from the water soluble. So I've been debating whether do it again the way I had it, can do it that way, or go ahead, since I got to mount the plate back, well, maybe mount the chuck and use the chuck arrangement. I would put that piece of cold rolled in the lathe, pop a center hole in it, 1/4" center hole, and then I would go ahead and mount it on the rotary table, find center, and start my layout. I would basically, I only want a 3/16 thick piece of plate, so I would probably drill, what, a 1/4" deep, and mill the radius that I need to do. Two of them, of course, and then I would slice off the piece of cold roll and put it in the mill and flatten it, so I end up with 3/16. So two different ways to go after the same type of machining piece that I want to get. It'd be really simple if I had a plasma can and a plasma table, feed it in and blow the son of a gun out a couple times. But just looking for general thoughts on how you guys would go at it. Would you go with the pallet or would you go with the chuck? I'm still trying to decide, and I thought I should be just working and getting the damn thing done. That's what I should be doing. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to hear feedback from the viewers on how to do this. Appreciate your time, and it'll be interesting to see the different comments. What I think about it, a lot of comments came back, hey, weld up the other plate and remachine it. No, there's no way to spend all that time to weld up that slot that's the wrong radius. So with that, I'm going to sign off, and I hope that you enjoyed this little question of you guys out there and my viewers. I've always gotten great responses, and I think I'll go wake up Howie and get him to go do something. All right, thanks for stopping by the channel.